Hello, welcome viewers and welcome players. I am RxOliver. You are my friends, and tonight we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons 2014 rules. But apparently we're playing with a mix of 2014 and 2024 characters, because some people didn't understand the assignment. But we love that chaos, so it's all good. I'm here with some cool mix of friends tonight, familiar faces and new ones. So it's a pleasure to introduce to you, top right and going clockwise, David is playing Fibblerod Gyrotonk. Have I pronounced that correctly, David?
Fibblerod Gyrotonk.
Fibblerod Gyrotonk, who we'll learn about in a moment. And then next to David, we have got Birdie, returning to play Choo Choo. Thanks for joining me, Birdie. And you'll know Dave, playing someone called Shaza Uringard. Very nice, Dave. Classy. And then I'd like to introduce a couple of people.
Classy.
Next to Dave, we have a brand new face to the channel. It's a pleasure to introduce you to our new friend Ambrose. Welcome, Ambrose. And if you're a really eagle-eyed viewer and watch everything I do, you will have seen Troy before, because we played together on Dungeons and Dragons Tabletop Tales playing Shadow Dark. Troy has joined us to play one of my games, so prepare to be underwhelmed, Troy. Thank you for joining us. So tonight we are playing a short D&D 5th edition adventure called Two Heads Are Better Than One. Two Heads Are Better Than One is a 5e D&D title by Hannah Rose for Jeff Stevens Games. I even have a little fella that I can pop up there and you can see his logo. Jeff Stevens Games, Hannah Rose wrote this one. So the intro, the setup is here. Let me read it to you, in fact. Sorry, I've lost where all my tabs are. On the road to your latest destination, you encountered two people being attacked by skeletons on the road. Now, you swiftly dealt with the undead. It's no problem for you, mighty warriors. A few skeletons. And you learn from these people that this is not the first attack of its kind in the area. You've arrived at an inn where you're stopping for the night, and learned from the locals here of an elven mage Alburn, a self-styled the Ingenious, who was outlawed from his academy for unlawful experimentation with the dead. Bitter and angry, he fled to a nearby cave and vowed to continue his experiments until he could create a creature powerful enough to enact revenge upon his former colleagues. It's suspected locally that Alburn is responsible for the undead attacks in the area, and recently someone has discovered a cave near where most of the attacks have occurred. There is no reward for the stopping of this madman, but since you've arrived and the locals have taken one look at your weapons and adventuring gear, they've been begging and pleading with you to help. That was all last night. Now you're having breakfast in the tap room of the inn, and the locals are giving you some space. But every time you do glance at one of them, you see a look of hope on their face, like the heroes that they've been waiting for to help them have arrived. So we're going to start with a little scene in a tavern where you're having breakfast, because I wanted to introduce your characters. So, as you introduce your characters, we're going to have a little fun. I'm going to ask you 3 random questions each from a random table, and then we're all going to answer the same question. And the question that you'll all answer that will be the same will be, why are you motivated to take on a job that seemingly has no reward? So, we're going to go around the table, starting with David. Introduce your character, and I'm going to ask them some questions.
Right. Well, so I'll be playing Fibblerod Gyrotonk, which is a small gnome, but he's packed with heavy magical armor because he's an armor artificer. So he's a little bit of a tiny Iron Man, basically. And well, he has a bit of a hero complex. He believes he doesn't believe. He is certain that he's the most important person in this room. And that's why he's so eager to help everyone else. He's also accompanied by his assistant, Winnie Bix, which is another small gnome with pink hair in Rosie the Riveter hairstyle. And she seems to be lugging around a huge backpack, carrying both his stuff and her stuff. She also got a little clockwork camera to take pictures of him occasionally.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so I've got compiled a random table of questions for you to answer. So roll me 1d100, David.
No.
You can roll that from Roll20 or beyond. It should come up in Roll20 either way.
I'll roll the D100 in Roll20.
80. So, question 80. What's your favourite kind of bard? This is your character, not you. What's your favourite type of bard?
Well, my favorite kind of bard is obviously one who retells my glorious stories of all the various inventions that I've made throughout the years. For example, the Gyrotongue Spanner, which reduces your work time by 2 seconds. Count it up, and that's a few days in your life.
Very nice. Roll me another 1d100.
Okay.
20.
20.
Who in the party, so this is about the party, who overslept?
Well, obviously my assistant, who was always lazy, Winnie Bix. Honestly, I should be sacking her pay, but I'm nothing but a benevolent boss, so I keep forgiving her.
Excellent. And give me one more 1d100. A 2.
2.
What food on the table are you judging someone else for ordering? What has someone else ordered that you're judging?
Well, anyone who just ordered bread and nothing else, really. I mean, breakfast is the meal of champions. It should be bacon, eggs, beans, everything. And just eating bread, that's for peasants. That's not for the glorious adventurers that we are.
Perfect. Now, for the same question that everybody will get, so you'll all get a chance to think about this. Why would your character take on a quest that has no reward? David.
Oh, yeah, I already answered that during my introductions, but basically, he's so egocentric that he believes he is the hero that will save everything.
Yes.
And that's all he needs.
For fame and glory.
He just wants to be famous.
Excellent.
And praised by the people.
You may have heroic inspiration for your adventure.
Awesome.
Okay, Birdie, introduce your character.
Yes, you see a small humanoid bird creature, Kenku. She's currently sitting at the table with a couple of skewered worms in front of her, one of her favorites, in addition to earthworm biscuits, which she loves and she's slightly allergic to. She's just watching everybody, and despite the fact that she's just kind of holding her worms, you just keep hearing the sounds of forks and knives on a plate coming from her mouth as she just mimics the sounds of people eating around her.
Okay. Okay, roll me 1d20.
I should have judged those worms now.
I need to see it.
7. Oh, there's another one about somebody else at the table because it's from the 1 to 10. Who at the table eats like they're in a competition?
Oh, whoever this big guy over here, the marshal.
That's you, Troy.
Very large person. He's very big. He just puts so much food in his mouth at once.
Nice.
I've got a big mouth.
So this is your chance to help create some lore about or make fun of the other characters at the table as well at the same time. I like this set of questions, it's quite cool. Give me another 1d100 for your second question then, Birdie. A 0-4, still on the same table. What's the weirdest thing that you've ever eaten and survived?
What is the weirdest thing? The one that's the one that's smaller than me, that wears all the shiny metal. He kept eating these things. He said that they were a treat, a delicacy. I almost choked on one though. He called them marshmallows.
Oh.
He said that they were fantastic, and you could pair them with other types of sweets, and it was great. Well, I tried to eat one and promptly almost choked.
Give me another 1d100 for your third question then. I love random tables. 80. 80. Oh, we already had that. Well, okay, so we can
Yeah.
have it
Want me to
again.
roll again?
What? No, we can have the same
Okay.
question. Same question. What's your favourite kind of bard?
Choo-Choo periodically just starts to make a very horrific sound, and it's actually the combination of an accordion and a hurdy-turdy that she heard one time,
To just
with some bagpipes thrown in.
oh, very nice. So you're imitating these
Awesome.
sounds with bird calls.
Weird bard that she came across.
I
Yeah,
love
this bard
that.
could play all the things that bards mostly don't play because they can be
I
obnoxious.
love it. And why would Choo Choo take on a quest with no financial gain?
So Choo-Choo actually relies more on social intelligence than she does on coin. So it's very important that she's always making allies where she goes. She uses those relationships when she needs something or to get out of trouble. So she's just trying to develop a good reputation in this area that she can hide behind when she decides to not be good.
Excellent. You may have heroic inspiration as well. Dave, introduce Shaza Urengard.
Yaza Urengard is a orc warlock who made a pact with Grumch, who is the orc deity. But she's not evil, but she has got a chip on her shoulder. She's got something to prove that that orcs are not inherently bad.
Okay.
And she thinks everyone looks at her like she is bad, but she's out to prove that she's not. But she has got a bit of a bad attitude.
Okay, fantastic. Roll 1d100 first time. $69.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Who? And this is so. This
This
is
better
you.
be good.
This is you making up something about somebody else in the party again. So this is your chance to be cheeky or to be nice. Which one of the people at this table would talk their way out of a situation?
I believe that Imblerod is quite verbose. He's quite chatty, and he I think he can handle himself in a conversation and charm someone out of a situation.
Excellent. Roll me another D100. 24.
24.
So this is about the party again. This is petty party dynamics. This table 24. Who would you trust to pay the bill? Who at this table would you trust to pay the bill?
None of them. We'll find out. None of them. I'll pay the bill. I'll pay the bill.
Superb. Okay, one more 1d100. 13. Lucky 13. Who looks the roughest this morning at the table?
Morning. Well, it's not Shaza, because she's just glorious. It will be Marshall. What's your character's name? Sorry, I've lost
Davu.
it. Avu. Because he just gets up. He's just a brute and just doesn't. There's no grooming involved. There's no sorting himself out. It's just up and ready.
There you go. So, according to you, Marshall's character's got bad hygiene. I love it. I love creating...
Only to my character. Only to my character. Only to Shaza.
I love this little chance to have a little dig at each other. It's really fun. Right, I think you've got one more. That was 2 you've done? No, you've done 3. 69, 24, 13. Okay, so why would Shaza take on a job that's got no cash reward?
Again, she's trying to prove that she's not evil. She's trying to prove that she can hold her own with adventurers of good and glory. She might have ulterior motives in the back of her mind, but she's out there to say, I'm not nasty, I'm not evil, and I can do good things. But
Excellent.
she's got a bad attitude doing it.
Okay, I love it. You may have heroic inspiration.
Thank you.
So, Ambrose, introduce your character, Ashlyn Grace. Am I pronouncing that right? Ashlyn, yeah?
Yes. So, Ashlyn is a druid that was raised up by a small village that was attacked while she was still pretty small. And she and her dog Blitz, who is a dachshund, have been trying to help as many people as they can while they try to find who did it so that they can get their revenge.
So her overall goal is to get revenge for the sacking of her town that she grew up in. I love that. And she's got a dog. Did you say a dachshund?
Yeah, a dachshund named Blitz.
Nice, nice. That's very thematic. I love it. Okay, so let's do 3 random D100 questions. First D100, please. $89. 89 is... What would make this job turn out to be not worth it?
If I ended up hurting someone accidentally.
Okay. Very good. One more D100.
Hang on.
Lucky 13, we just had that, didn't we? Lucky 13 was who looks the roughest this morning. Do you want to give another answer for that, or do you want to skip that and get another roll?
If I could skip it and give another
Let's
roll.
have another one, yeah. Okay, give me another one. 85. We're getting all the 80s, eh? Okay, looking at this group around you, who do you want next to you when things turn bad?
I can't remember his name, but definitely Marshall's character is
The barbarian.
the biggest.
Gabu.
Davu. Makes
Hopefully you
sense.
would keep listening.
Yep. Okay, and give me one more then. $97. I think the 97 are the Goblin Wild are the wild cards. Yeah, 97. Oh, yeah, this is fun. What question do you hope the DM does not ask?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Doesn't want
Oh,
to
God.
say. Doesn't want to say, because then you'll know.
I'm a kind and benevolent god. I'm not going to ask it if you're there.
It's a trick, Ashlyn. It's a trick.
Yeah, it's a trick.
I really can't think of one that would be like for Ashlyn's character. I'd have to think on it. Can we come back to
We can
that?
pass on that one for now. But remember, for later, what question do you not want the GM to answer? And if you can remember that later, we'll come back to it. Okay, so is that 3?
Okay.
Let's do the same question as everybody else then. Why would Ashlyn take on a job that doesn't have any financial reward?
To help as many people as possible.
Love it. So wholesome. Okay. So, that was your little get to know you game. Oh, sorry, Ashlyn may have heroic inspiration. Oh, and Davu. Almost thought I thought we were finished there. It's because I'm covering Troy's face with something on my screen. Let me fix that. Davu, Troy,
I don't
you may
blame you.
introduce your character. Sorry, my friend.
Gabu, Ogre, from the mountains. I like my own people. Always pushing each other around. Just boring. I want action.
Very nice. Just turning your volume up a little at my end. Okay, so give me 1d20 for your first question, Davu.
D20 or D100?
Oh, sorry, 1d100. My mistake. Yes, 1d100. Sorry.
Alrighty.
31. Don't think we've had any 30s. What's the dumbest injury you've ever had?
Oh, I dropped a treasure chest on my toe.
That'll do it. Right, give me another D100. That's a dumb one. 42. What's
Save the universe and everything.
what's a rule that you tend to ignore?
Just breathe.
Hmm?
Just breathe.
Just breathe. That's a rule that you tend to ignore.
Oh, you know, I'll get busy and I'll start raging, and the next thing I know, I'm
Oh
getting
right, yeah. The calm down, just breathe. You ignore any of that. Right, got you. The count to 10.
Going
that,
straight
yeah,
for
yeah,
fury.
yeah. Okay, got you. Understand what you're doing now. And another one D100 then, Troy. 66. This is the party roast section. So, this could be yourself as well, I guess, but who in this group would accidentally start a bar fight?
Oh, I think it's the little guy over there. The one that's got the
The
pink head.
the little,
Go go with him.
the little cocky guy, yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Perfect, right. So, why does Davu take on a job that's got no financial reward?
To prove I'm better than the tribe that I left.
Ah, nice. Okay. To show that you're better than them. Okay, Davu may also have heroic inspiration. Now, it's very easy for you to find. You set off in the morning after your breakfast. You have a hearty breakfast. You all have heroic inspiration from the get to know each other game. And we'll move to another map. So, it's very
There's
easy.
one thing
Oh, go ahead.
There's one more thing my character would do before actually going into the wild.
Okay.
As an artificer, I can create 4 magic items. I already created 2 for myself, but I can create for 2 party members a +1 item. So, for example, a +1 sword, a +1 shield. So, Filborot's going to make himself useful as the hero that he is, and he's going to offer, does anyone need anything that I craft before we head out?
Just about anybody could use a +1 weapon or armor, can't they?
That's just not in. No, I'm fine. I can do this. Not a problem.
I'll take +1 studded armor.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of my Tinker's magic features to make you +1 studded armor.
Very nice.
And within the armor, you see a small tag reading, made by Fibblerod Gyrotonk.
Very nice.
There's one more where that came from.
Anybody else?
You!
want another?
How about you?
Right,
Nobody?
Ashlyn or Davu want a +1
I
item?
don't.
Davu's got a +1
I don't
blade
think-
as well.
I have a +1 staff, but I don't think I have any actual armor. I'm not sure I can actually wear armor.
Well, what kind of armor can I
She's a
craft for
druid,
you?
isn't she? Yeah, you can wear. I think druids can wear leather armor and hide armor. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
you could get a,
Okay.
a leather or a studded
That's
leather
what you're
+1,
getting.
something like that.
Now, one word of advice when you wear this. Don't go to sleep in it, because these things tend to disappear after we have been sleeping in our beds.
Good thing I don't need sleep.
I think what it means. I think what it means is it lasts for one day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
basically
Uh-oh.
it just fades,
just
fades out of
disappear, yeah.
existence after a long rest.
Yeah. I think when Fibble, is asking if anybody wants anything, Choo Choo's like already standing right next to you, just patiently waiting.
Mhm. And of
And
course,
she-
I will supply you.
Fantastic.
Ashlyn, she gives you a little hiss when you come over, like, I'll take something. She's like, no.
And as Fibblerod's giving you the armor, he's like, Winnybix, take a picture of me by my benevolent mood. Giving you the armor as the assistant takes a few pictures.
Okay, so it takes you not much time at all to track down the cave where Alburn is supposed to be. There's a trail of bones where skeletons have been in confrontations with people. You even find some blood outside. It's very easy for you to track down the location. The cave's
only got
entrance is a
black screen on my map.
Have you? Is the whole map not showing?
It's just a black.
Yeah,
Right.
mine's
Yeah.
just black as
Oh, black
Yeah.
on me too.
Hang on. So
fuck of war.
Did you activate dark vision?
Ah,
how about
There we
now?
the
go.
lights.
Ah,
Yeah, we got
sure.
it now.
You,
We got
you
it
probably
now.
see the whole thing though, don't you?
Oh, she
You
tried to
do.
do fog of war.
Yeah, let me see what I can do. It's because I've been forced onto the new Roll20 and I'm not sure how to use the dynamic
Oh,
lighting
yeah.
and stuff. Okay, you can just pretend you don't see stuff. You're all
I've zoomed right in, so I can't see the.
Zoomed in as well.
Mhm.
There we go.
okay.
I
So-
see rocks.
The cave's entrance is a 3-foot wide crack in the cliff face, partially hidden by a large boulder. But you do find it easy enough. Does anyone have a passive perception of 12 or higher?
Yes,
I do.
13.
Okay, anyone who does.
Passive perception? Nope.
13.
Okay, anyone with a passive perception of 12 or higher can identify the faint aroma drifting through the opening as the smell of rotting meat.
Oh,
Well, that's not nice.
Hmm.
Oh,
What is not nice? As I'm
it
obviously
stinks
smelling
like
nothing.
rotten meat.
Rotten meat?
Yeah, I'm gonna push you forward a little bit so hopefully you can catch a breeze. It has the scent on it.
Oh,
My perfume
can't
is
smell
masking
anything.
my sense of smelling.
That's not good. Is this water?
Through that entryway is going to be a trick.
Yeah, is this yucky water between us and the entranceway?
Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm still trying to work out the dynamic line, but I'm not going to be able to work out. What did you say, Birdie? Forgive me.
Oh yeah, is this water that's here? Or is this like dirty water between us and
Here,
that?
no, this
entrance?
this brown is just like a little path. No, just a little path. The brown is path, the grey is rocks, and there's a narrow 3-foot gap for you to get in.
3-foot gap
Yeah,
for a 6-foot orc.
aye. No, 3
Sounds
foot,
like no issue for me.
3 foot
and I
wide.
just-
Fine.
3
Sorry,
foot
I know
wide.
what you mean. Oh no. I
So
know.
you can get through it fairly easily, but you could not get 2 people through it at the same time. Definitely.
I've got you.
I just
Uh,
marched straight through it.
I
mean-
would like to listen as he walks through to hear if he's attacked.
I mean, the gnome and the kenku can probably get through pretty easy without squeezing through. To be
We
fair.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Can-
Davu's going to kind of hem and haw and squeeze and suck in his gut.
Yeah, it'd be a
same.
squeeze for you. It'll be a squeeze for the orc, but it'll be a squeeze for you.
So I've got Shaz
Yes.
has got dark vision of 120 feet. Anyway, so I can see in this cave like.
Okay.
So I'm still listening. To hear if they're being attacked.
Okay, bear with me a second then. So everybody zoom right in so you don't get any spoilers for what's so later on in the
Yeah,
because I've not.
I can only
I've
see
been
the
forced
first
onto the new
stream of the
version of
cave.
Roll20 and I've not yet learned the lighting and stuff in
Okay.
it, so that's a pain in the
Good.
ass. I do apologise for that. Okay. Is anyone trying to be stealthy? Of the 3 of you that have gone in.
Oh no.
They're covered in metal.
What's that?
I'm not.
What's that?
I'm
Oh,
not.
I'm not.
I'll throw a bit of a.
I'm
Sure.
talking about Fibble and his assistant.
Oh yeah, he's clanking around like a,
Yeah.
Covered in
So
metal.
apart
like a
from
knight.
apart from a sliver of daylight visible near the entrance, the cave itself is completely dark. Those of you that can see the floor, the dusty floor of the cave is worn smooth, but it's covered with scattered bones of all shapes and sizes. The fetid odour of old meat is stronger in here. Some of the bones are picked clean, but others have scraps of rotting flesh and gristle clinging to them. There's also heaps of bones piled against the walls. The scattered bones begin to rustle and move on their own accord. Vertebrae rapidly skitter across the floor and snap together. Femurs attach themselves to hip bones, and skulls roll across the floor to join with reassembled spines. Several skeletons lurch upright and advance menacingly. Roll initiative.
Excellent.
Yep.
Now I should be able to grab them from the GM layer and pull them to the token layer. And they should pop up for you.
There they are. Oh, Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4,
How do y'all
5,
do
6,
that?
8, 9, 10.
If you look
So-
on the sheet,
Oh, hang on.
go to
because
the
you were all,
towards
you were
the
all,
top of the sheet.
Oh no, somebody's who's not done it correctly. Choo-choo, Shaza. Shaza, what you need to actually do when you roll your initiative, it's okay because I can add it now, but before you roll your initiative, so for Troy and for Ambrose, so the way you do this, to make sure it all just goes automatically, is click your token first in roll 20, just click on your token, and then go back to Beyond and press the initiative button.
Oh, okay.
What did you roll, Dave?
Initiative buttons by your armor class
20.
button.
20 I rolled.
Go.
Davu!
Oh,
Well, that's good.
Oh, did that work? Sorry, I hit it twice. My bad.
Davu rolled a 6. I've accidentally changed Davu instead of Shaza.
Oh, yeah.
Shaza rolled a 20. Ashlyn, you've rolled 3. We'll take the first one though.
Yeah,
which is a
sorry.
20. No, that's fine. We'll take the first one, which is good because that's your best one. And then yeah, everybody now is in the correct thing. So next, I have to roll some initiative for the skeletons. Bear with me. Now this should automatically go up when I press the initiative button. Where is their initiative button? Oh, here it is. There we go. And it's went onto my tracker. There we go. Look at that. Magical internet things all working.
yeah.
Okay, so
How do I see my spell slots on D&D Beyond?
why don't you
What?
see, or where do you see them? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't see them on my spell. Oh, there's just 3. Yeah, I see it now. I need to change it when I did a spell. Alright.
So, viewers, some of our players accidentally made 2024 characters, some of them have 2014 characters. So we're playing with a mix of PCs from the two editions. Don't think it should break the game. They're supposed to be cross-compatible to a certain extent, and we're at level 4, so I don't think nothing's going to break nothing. Let's see. So, as we can see from the initiative, we've got Ashlyn and Shaza first on a 20. Roll 20 does randomise that for you. So this time Ashlyn will be first. The skeletons are at 18, so there's 3 of you going before the skeletons. Not too bad. Okay. Ashlyn, you may have the first initiative round of the game. You're outside of the cave at the moment. So, I guess you're going to hear from inside the cave the rattling around and the moving of the bones. You're not going to see necessarily them reanimating into piles, but you're going to hear some, I don't know, does Fibblrod make any expression? Do you go, oh, skeletons, or anything like that?
Oh, he's like,
Winnie Bix, capture my good side. I'm going to fix this.
Okay, so that's what he says. What about Davu and Shaza, who are inside? Do you see anything that might hint to the guys outside that they're skeletons here?
Yeah. That is just, we got bones moving that should not be.
Okay, there you go. So,
Yeah, and Shazza will say, what the barbarian said.
so you are aware of what's going on inside, Ashlyn.
Okay. I'm gonna ready my shield and my staff and kind of back up a little bit so I have a bit more of a just a
Space,
Ready.
right? Okay. And you're going to ready, are you? Like ready an attack in case somebody comes out.
yes.
Okay. Right. So, Shaza.
Shazza, yes.
Shaza.
Shazza is.
Does an orc see in
going-
the dark?
Yeah, 120 feet
Okay.
arc vision. So. Oh, it's going to be this one right next to her. I can ping it. This one here.
Right. Okay.
And we are going to use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So it's the hit stroke DC we roll first, isn't it?
Yes.
Which for some reason takes a second to come through.
There it is.
Which was a 9.
9 doesn't hit anything, pretty much. Armor class 13, a skeleton. Just checking their vulnerabilities and things. Yeah, just as I thought.
Okay. If I move, does he get an opportunity attack?
Well, yeah, it depends where you go. If you move to there, or there, or there, no, because you're still touching bases with him. But if you move beyond that, if
So
you,
if I try and move away from him,
if you move away from touching bases, that's when you get the attack.
Well, go on. I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Anything else? Do you have any bonus actions or anything?
Oh, do you know I've not checked bonus actions?
Eldritch
That's all-
Blast is a cantrip, and you can do it as many times as you want, right?
Yeah, that's a cantrip. So as a bonus action, you could take the dash action. You gain 2 temporary hit points. I'll still get the
You
opportunity.
still
of
have an
attack.
attack of opportunity.
I'll
Dash
say
doesn't
I'll
work
save that.
Okay.
I'll. It's pointless me using it at the
Okay.
moment. So
Choo choo, our little birdie.
Yeah, I hear the barbarian. And I hear the little bones rattling. I was listening for that. Alright, well, we gotta clear him out.
Now,
Just gotta really hope
does a Kenku
that
have
the
dark
others
vision?
are. Kenku does not, but that's alright because she is going to pop in and immediately cast Dancing Lights. 4 Dancing Lights will appear, and they're gonna spread out amongst the room.
nice.
Awesome.
As she darts in, and I'm just gonna try and just get a little bit behind Dabu over here. So my action was casting Dancing Lights. My movement is to get a little bit closer to Dabu, just in case something happens. And my bonus is I would like to hide behind Dabu.
Okay, so you go in the room, main action, dancing lights, you light up the room, and then your bonus action was hide.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, now it's time for... And there's your stealth roll. It's time for me to have some fun with skeletons. So,
Rattle me bones.
we'll deal with the one that's right next to Shaza first. It's just going to go straight in with an attack. Does a 10 hit you?
And does not.
See, it's rolling 2 dice, which means it's rolling with advantage / disadvantage, but we just take the one on the left when it's not supposed to be doing that. So it's rolled a 10. 10 does not hit you. Okay. So go anti-clockwise. So this one's going to run towards our little gnome friend.
Me, I'm ready.
We're not next to a single ally, my guy.
And my skeleton character sheet, I've just accidentally closed it instead of leaving it open. I'm a dumbass.
That means it instantly dies, right?
Yeah,
That's
that
what
means it
means?
dies or misses.
Absolutely
Erased
not.
from existence.
Or kills its ally.
17 doesn't hit you, does it? Oh,
Nope, 17 doesn't.
we've lost a camera, but we don't need to do a timeout because he's still in the right place on the overlay.
Okay. 17 doesn't
I'm
hit
still
me.
here.
You're still here.
Dabu.
17 doesn't hit you, okay? So the next one, I'm going to say it comes all the way down here to attack the orc. An 8's not going to hit you. The next one is going to come down and go for our gnome friend. That's a 5. 5's a fumble. It's not going to hit you.
Nah.
There's no actual penalty for a fumble in 5e&D though, is there?
No.
Not officially. That's a crit though.
Oh,
That
Eh,
hits.
Yeah, so damage. It doesn't have a button for the damage on this, which is strange. But it's 1d6 plus 2. Doubled, but you don't double the bonus. So I'll roll the 1d6 first. Double that. It's 8 plus 2 is 10 damage, Mr. Gnome.
10 damage. Alrighty. Gonna
That's not
change that on my
damage.
sheet. That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. This one's gonna
It doesn't seem to change it in the roll 20. I changed it on my sheet, but
doesn't need to
I'm still
change.
35.
Doesn't need to change in roll 20. That's not linked. Just change it on your token. So click your token and just you change the 35 to 25, and that's just to keep tabs on it in roll 20.
There we go.
Okay. So this next one's going to come all the way down to attack the big guy. Now it doesn't move out of the squares next to you, so you don't get attack of opportunity.
He's got 10-foot reach with his polearm.
Yeah.
So does he get an attack when it moves in on him?
Ooh, are you supposed to get an attack when it moves in on you with a polearm?
It's supposed to be when it leaves your your
Attack of
area.
opportunity.
So it has to leave his area.
Yeah. This one had moved down to attack you, Davu, and I hadn't rolled for it yet, had I?
No.
No. Okay. A 20. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so you take a DD6 plus 2 damage.
These things hit hard.
Take
No!
8 points of pain, sir. They do indeed hit hard.
Ouch.
They do hit hard.
I don't like
They
these.
Now, this is going to be fun
They're
because
gonna
our
make you
two
angry.
smallest characters are going to end up front line here because they're not going to go through. Saying that, this one, no, if that one goes through to there, it's going to take. Tell you what, they are going to try to surround you all. So this one's going to go through here to try to attack Shaza. So first, Choo Choo, you may make an attack of opportunity as it goes through. Because these are skeletons, they are dumb. They will move through and take attacks of opportunity.
If I make that attack, will it undo my stealth?
Good question. Does anyone who knows better than me know?
Yes.
It does undo your
Yeah.
stealth.
Yeah, but it is an advantage because you're in stealth.
You've got advantage on it because you're in stealth, though, yes.
And backstab damage applies.
And
Alright.
stab damage applies, yes.
Well, it's just because there's 3 other ones that are kind of lined up with me. So I'm not going to reveal myself.
Okay. So it moves to here and it attacks Shaza then.
Yeah, bring it.
I may be a fighter, but I am squishy.
Does a 13 hit you? I don't think so, eh?
It does.
It does?
Oh,
It does just.
Okay, so...
What kind of orc are you?
kind of orc
No.
are you? Squishy orc. Takes 6
a
damage, sir.
pacifist orc, obviously.
Takes 6
I'm
points
an
of
orc
pain.
that could take 6 damage.
So this next one's going to come down here, and I guess he's going to attack the gnome.
Have at me.
20 hits
Oh
you.
no!
Got it. Stop
Don't
taunting!
say that.
Don't taunt it, it's going to hit you. Okay, before that taunt, you may have 3 points of
Oh.
pain, sir. 2 left,
Okay.
and they're going to go for our Kenku. Oh no,
How
they're
much
not, because
damage
you're
did I
stealthed. You're hidden, aren't you?
Yeah.
And they
Yeah, I rolled 19.
and you beat their passive
I'm tucked in
perception,
Dabu's
so you're
legs.
hidden from them. So we're going to continue to surround the gnome.
Oliver, how much damage did you give me? Like
3.
it's 5, right? 3.
Yeah, 3.
3.
Okay, that's.
It wasn't a natural 20. It wasn't a crit.
Dave, don't make this harder on yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not a natural 20.
Okay. It was a dirty one.
14 doesn't hit you. And the last one,
Oh, it doesn't.
last one's going to stand here, trying to get in. And well, the thing is, right. So answer me a question. This one's then going to try and move to there. To
It's gonna
attack
trip over
Davu.
me.
It's going to trip over you.
It's
so
gonna trip over
so
me.
how,
Yeah.
how does that go then?
My stealth is now broken because it literally tripped over me.
So it breaks its stealth,
it would
breaks your
bump into her.
stealth, but does it fall
Yeah.
prone or?
No, I would have to intentionally, unless it's that wibbly wobbly on its feet. That would be a DM.
So
It senses her.
Yeah.
So it now senses you. It just trips over you. So it now knows you're there. So it can change its mind and attack you, right?
Does
Yes.
Yeah.
Choo Choo not get a surprise attack though? Because obviously you could see it coming to you.
Not on my turn. It's not my turn. Yeah.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
she has it as a reaction, no.
I've got you.
She missed her chance to do an
Yep.
attack of opportunity. So it's now going to attack you then, because it sees you.
Yep.
Does a 10 hit you? Don't think so,
Nope.
eh? Okay.
Nope.
So you survived the first round of the skeletons. And we still have
Okay.
2 of you left in this round. Mr. Fibblrod, you are well and truly surrounded and you've been hit twice. What are you going to do?
Fireball!
Um,
Center it on you.
Well, I was thinking, if I do a thunder wave and it originates from me, do you see the area that I'm selecting?
Yeah, yeah.
It would be 15 feet, it says.
15 feet,
So I'd hit all these enemies.
You would hit all
If
those
I-
enemies, you would, because they're all at least half inside it. If they're half or more inside it,
Okay.
for me, they're in it.
Awesome.
Yep.
So Fibblrod bashes his hands together and they start sparks start coming up from it. Activating defensive mode! And he bashes the fist against the ground, sending forth a thunder wave. And they all need to roll a constitution saving throw or take full damage, otherwise it's half damage.
I'm just rolling for them all, they're all failing. Just rolling 1 for them all, they all failed.
Okay,
they
so
all
they're
take
all
full
failing,
damage, and they get knocked back prone, don't they?
and I'll just roll the damage.
Something like
so-
that.
There we go.
I think you probably
They are-
wiped out your damage, like.
Oh, but Jesus.
It's 15-foot cubes originating on you. So anybody within 15 feet of you is going to get hit. Or at least
No,
has
it's
to
in the
make a save.
direction, right? That I.
Yeah,
No, it's directional.
It's
it's
cube
the-
centered on. So it's a cube originating from you and basically on you.
So it is just going outwards from you. You don't get
Right.
to choose the
It's like an
direction.
explosion outward.
You're going to do even more damage this way, David.
Hold on, let me look. Originating from you makes a
If it's,
All right, so it's around me
Is
then.
it 15
I think.
feet wide? If it's 15 feet wide, then it's just going to hit. It's going to be a perfect. Look, it's going to be a perfect. That's 15 feet wide. It's just going to hit the 8 of them perfectly. If I'm right, if that's what it is, I think it is.
I'm thinking it's this the thing I'm drawing, but
It's 15-foot cube, so yeah, it would be.
It's everything I've drew in that blue square.
It's within. Basically, it's you would be the center, and then it's 5 feet in any direction.
Yeah,
from
it's
there.
centered
Yeah.
around you, David. It's even better than what you're doing, mate. You're going to hit
Well,
the 8 that are
the
around
thing is,
you.
15 feet would also hit my allies if it
No,
were
no,
going
no.
to be around me.
No, it's not.
No, you're fully
it's not,
surrounded
look.
by enemy.
Look, David, from
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Okay.
from there to there,
I-
or from the 8. I mean, that's clipping to the. I need to clip that, not to the
Mhm.
corner. Snap to corner. Look. How many feet is
All
that,
right,
David?
yeah.
That's 15 feet.
Okay, yeah, I
15
see
feet.
now. I see now.
Blast it
15
around.
feet.
Yeah, I like that.
15 feet.
Yeah.
It's going to hit the
Yeah,
8 of them. You couldn't have asked for that
and-
to be better.
If they fail, they are also blown away 10 feet in a direction away from me. If they don't die instantly.
They do die instantly because they have 13
Okay,
hit
so
points
I'm-
each.
Killing them all with my
Basically-
electricity.
Yeah, it's basically a big, massive shower of bones goes and bursts across
And
the
I-
room and tinkles all over the room. Bones.
And I look over my shoulder at my assistant and I strike a pose as I
I knew this was
finish
going.
them
I
off.
knew he'd go all like, look at me. I knew it.
I love it.
I was
I love
waiting
it.
for that.
And she gets her little camera and she snaps a photo.
Awesome. And that's my turn.
There are only 2 skeletons left.
Well,
That's exactly it. Yes.
I'm gonna give this one. I'm just gonna whack it with my.
Hang on, it's not your turn.
Wait, that was
sorry, I
that means
thought I
so.
was. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I do apologise.
That was the lowest
calm
roll.
Well, does Fibblrod have anything left? Because that was just one action. He may have bonus actions. Or a move.
No, that's all I'm doing.
Okay. I mean, that was pretty impressive. The scenario says if there's a cleric or a paladin in the party, the first encounter will be a nice easy wipeout for them. It didn't consider that spell,
Turn on
Thunderwave. It's Thunderwave, that wasn't it? What a great spell!
Yeah, good spell.
It is.
What a great spell! I mean, you couldn't have landed that any better there. That was your ideal tactic, was to just wait and get surrounded there and then cast that. That was
Pretty
brilliant.
much.
Okay.
Don't give him that credit.
Nah, I'm going to give him that credit. It's all good. So, the skeletons have disappeared from my turn order because must have
They're all dead.
just because I deleted the one that was linked. But if I remember correctly, it was 18 they were on.
Yes.
Yep, 18.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Davu's turn.
Yes.
Right, he's gonna slide over here so he's within 10 feet of either one of them.
Oh, nice.
And he is going to attack that one.
What's the weapon he's using? A glaive.
Yep, he's got a glaive.
Nice. Which is the polearm with like a long, kind of almost scimitar-like, sort of machete
Yes,
slash
it's a large
scimitar
blade.
blade on the end of it, right?
Yeah.
I love polearms. The Beck de Corbin being a personal fave.
Go and
Oh, that's a natural
bring
one.
him up.
Bear in mind,
Yes,
you've
it
all got
is.
heroic inspiration.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna use that.
Good plan.
That was abysmal.
Yeah, it was. That's
There we
fair.
go.
A 19 was
That's
certain
much
there.
better.
9 slashing damage. Okay, and that was this one, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's still standing. Now you're level 4, you don't get your second attack till level 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
level 5. We got our feet at level 4.
And that's you took. Did you take a feat or did you just do stats?
I did stats.
Yeah, he did.
Stats.
I did stats.
Yeah, I did stats.
Almost always do stats. Okay, anything else? Any bonus action or any more movement?
Yeah. Not for him. Raging would be kind of a waste.
Okay. Ashlyn, you are outside. You have heard bang, 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 scrape, smack, bang, and then and loads of bones just go all over the cave. Oh, it's lit up, so if you're standing outside and looking in, you'll see it all as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna run in the best I can. I can get there.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't know how to do 420.
No,
But,
it's alright, don't worry.
You can go in more.
Yeah, there's room to squeeze in. You can get past Shazza if you want to. Don't stop there because Shazza's restricting you. She's not. You can move past an ally if it's a tight squeeze.
Okay,
If you want to go further in, you can.
I'll go there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just hit that one as hard as I can
Good luck.
with my. Okay, it's 1d6.
Oh no, you've got to roll to hit first, remember? So on your beyond, it'll say the DC on the weapon. On the left of the damage. It'll say plus something.
Okay. Okay, it says +1. Do I
Yeah.
just click it?
Yeah, you hit that one first.
You can
yeah.
just click it.
Cool.
Oh,
Awesome.
No, that's not the right one.
if you scroll
That's
to
the one I
under
did.
attack, if you go to where the attack is on D&D Beyond,
I'm sorry.
No need to
Right
apologise.
hand
This
side.
is your first. This is
yeah.
this is
Yeah.
Andrew's
Yeah.
first time ever playing online. They've only played in person before. So first time using virtual tabletops.
No, I
don't
didn't do
worry.
it either.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
On the right hand
So you
side.
don't click the thing where it says hit/DC.
On the right hand side, there'll be a tab where you can click where it says attacks.
Mm-hmm.
In there, it should have your staff listed as one of them. One will say so there'll be a D +1, and one will say 1d8 next to it, and one will say 1d10 next to it. That's for one-handed and two-handed damage. Click one of the +1s next to the staff.
I clicked the +1 that was next to the staff, and it just kept popping up staff.
No problem. You can just
No, where
roll,
it says hit DC.
hit DC. The hit DC. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that not working?
Oh, that's
that's what I
going
had
that.
clicking.
Okay. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Just roll a d20. We know that you've got plus.
Okay.
Just roll a d20 from anywhere. On beyond, that's at the very bottom left. There's a dice symbol. There we go. 17 plus 1 is 18, so that's a hit. You can do your damage now.
Okay.
And it's a quarterstaff, right? Is that 1d6 one-handed and 1d8 two-handed, or is it 1d8/1d10? Anyone remember?
1d6, 1d8.
So if you're using it
Yeah,
two-handed,
it's
you roll the
1d6.
one.
Yeah.
So you hit the 1d6 if you're doing it one-handed, you hit the 1d8 if you're doing it two-handed.
Okay, I have my shield in my other hand, so I'll have to
It's
do the
one-handed,
1d6.
yeah. Okay.
Are you clicking the box that says damage?
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. Just roll a d6 and we'll add one.
Yeah.
There's always a second way to do stuff. So it's 5 damage. And that was this fella here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
Let's see what bonus actions I have. None that I can use right now.
Okay.
You have Shillelagh? Do you have the bonus action
Oh,
Shillelagh?
I do have. I have Misty Step.
Oh, so you can teleport to somewhere else without taking an attack
Shift
of
around.
Yeah, I can go 30 feet to an unoccupied space. So I can go 5, 10, 15. Okay.
And it means you
That's
don't.
10.
Yep, and it means you don't take an attack of opportunity because it's the Nightcrawler phase shift, the Misty Step. You disappear and then reappear the next bit. Okay. Shazza's turn. Dave.
Yep. I think we're gonna go and try and finish this one off.
Okay.
Both
of them have been hit. So.
Yeah, I'll take
There you
that.
go.
I'll try and take this one.
I figured out that thing.
So, sickle damage 10. I don't think hits it.
10 does not hit them, unfortunately. They are armor class 13, mate.
Yeah. No, there's not much else I can do.
Okay, mate. Choo-choo. You have been discovered by this
Yes.
one.
I've been discovered. I stab him
Another cat.
immediately. I stab at him immediately.
And 11 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay, cool. Disengage. Run away. There we go. I go to stop. I just hit air as my knife goes through the ribs, and I just go, nope.
And anything else?
Muscle fast. Nope.
Okay, so skeletons are unintelligent, so I'm going to roll a dice. So Ashlyn will be 1 and 2, the gnome will be 3 and 4, and Davu will be 5 and 6. Let's get some randomness going. 4, that's the gnome.
Perfect.
You're the shiniest thing in the
A
cave.
1, a 5, a natural
Obviously.
1 will not hit you. And the other one, he's just going to stay there and attack Shazza.
Oh, great.
7 will not hit you, eh?
Nope.
Okay, so you survived another round of the skeleton's turn. Fibblerod.
Well, Fibblerots. There's still a bit of electricity in his gauntlets, and he's gonna try and grab the skeleton with his hand using Shocking Grasp cantrip.
Oh, nice.
Well,
What do I do? I make a save against that, or it's an attack? It's an attack roll.
I make a spell attack.
Spell attack.
And how do I do that here? Oh, there we go. Oh, it automatically rolled the damage as well. So it's a 19 and 5 lightning damage.
19 for 5 damage. Now, I don't believe they have any vulnerabilities to lightning. No, they don't. Okay, so he takes... And that was which one? The one that's right next to you? Yeah,
The one that
yeah.
attacks me, yeah.
That's enough to kill him. He is dead.
As of now,
Another one,
looking
You
on,
have the most kills. You have
Just-
all of the kills right now.
up in a foot like that.
He's got 9 out of 10. He's got 9 out of the 10.
Whatever.
Anything else from
And
you?
that's... No, that's his turn.
Davu. More of the
Oh,
same.
yeah, just...
Two-handed bonk. Oh, that's a natural 1, and you've already used your heroic
You
inspiration.
muted. I
And
think
you're
you muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like my luck from Foundry is carrying over to roll 20.
2 natural
No.
1s already, my friend. Yeah, and you don't have your inspiration
Poor
to fix
Now,
that
can
one.
I give my inspiration?
Tell me how you inspire him, and I will allow you to do that.
You're a barbarian. Come on. Sort it out.
Yes.
You take that shame. You take that
You
shame,
shame,
Abu.
you shame him into rolling again. Yes, you may take Shazza's inspiration and roll again then.
Roll again, Davy. Come on.
It's not much better.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not been your lucky
Have a
night so
delay.
far tonight, my
No.
friend.
Nope.
Are you anything else apart from the attack? Are you moving or anything?
No, I'm all set.
Cool. Ashlyn.
Okay.
There is only the one left.
Yeah, I have to get closer to it, don't I?
It depends what you're doing.
If you want to physically hit it,
Yeah, I mean it's a
Yeah.
quarterstaff. You can hit. I think a quarterstaff is a reach weapon. You can hit it from 1 square away. I think.
It's just a regular staff. I don't know. I think I have a quarterstaff. Hang on.
do you have any cantrips that do damage?
If it says staff, I think it just means quarterstaff.
I do.
Yeah, she's a druid. She's gonna have something that'll do some damage.
Have a bow staff or something like that.
She must.
You have a-
She'll have like a thorn whipper or something.
I have firebolt.
You can firebolt, and then you don't have to get close.
Yeah, you can hit with that from a distance.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. That's a spell attack again, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a cantrip.
Sweet.
Range spell attack.
Sweet. Cantrip means you can do it over and over again, eh?
Yeesh.
Okay.
Okay, so
So that little box that says
Yeah.
that's hit /4 DC,
mhm.
you should be able to click that, and it
Press
should
that
roll
one,
for you.
yeah. Fireball hits 17.
There you go. Wow.
For 9 fire damage. Wow. And he had 8 hit points left. Congratulations. You stopped
Burn it.
Fireball Rod from getting all the kills, and you managed to get one.
Yay!
So
The
there are,
audacity!
the bones go back to how you found them, in heaps on the floor and against the walls.
All right.
Fibblrod dusts himself off.
Well, good job, everyone. This was a great work.
Do these bones have anything interesting on them?
Oh yeah, treasure.
She's just gonna do a quick lap around the space.
Okay, treasure. Yeah, you don't even need to roll anything to find it. It's fairly easy to find. There's a set of slightly rusted chainmail,
Ooh, who wants some chainmail?
and
Does it give us any? Does that give a bonus to armor class or?
depends if your armor class is lesser than chainmail, then it would, yeah. It's slightly rusted. The slightly rusted doesn't cause it any mechanical effect there. Just slightly rusted. And also 15 silver pieces.
Okay. Just so you know, chainmail does give you a disadvantage on stealth checks.
Yep.
Because it's heavy.
Hmm.
But we could also sell it, or we can give it to Fibble to play around with.
Yeah, we'll give it to the mechanic.
I will certainly be able to reforge this into something else. Mainly money.
Dava's going to be watching the passageway leading in, just to make sure nobody sneaks up on us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bonus action, I'm going to push my dancing lights just a little bit into here.
Okay.
When I see it starts to curve, I'm going to pause my lights. I don't want them to go around the curve because I don't know what's in there.
The walls of the tunnel are smooth in places and rough in others, showing where it was expanded to make a usable passage. Small clusters of pale grey mushrooms cling to the rough patches on the walls and floor.
You want me to? Because I've got a decent stealth. And I've got dark vision. I could sneak into that tunnel and have a little glance around the corner.
Okay,
If you're able to get in,
Dave,
go for it.
also give me a DC 15 dexterity acrobat. Well, depends. Are you going to try to avoid touching the strange mushrooms on the walls, or are you just going to let yourself brush against them?
Are you asking me should
Yeah, Dave.
I avoid?
Yeah,
Yeah, if I don't recognise them as being anything that's not going to hurt me, I would try to avoid them.
Yeah, okay, so make a
Yeah.
DC 15
I can
dexterity
speed them.
acrobatics then.
What, a DC
Dexterity acrobatics, DC 15.
6? Has he not done it? Oh, there we go. Oh,
I'm probably
jeez.
just gonna take a delay.
Who knows?
Why? Why, Shaza?
Okay. And you've used
Because
your
she's a big
inspiration
lump,
already,
isn't
yeah. Okay, so
Ah.
in that case, I now want you to make
Orc, like a hobbit.
DC 14 Constitution saving throw. As a puff of gas explodes
up.
from the mushroom.
Oh, come on.
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
Aren't you an orc? You're supposed to have good constitution.
You can roll 3d6.
Yeah, well, I'm pulling your assistant
Yeah.
away from this cloud.
You didn't want to roll high there. You can take 13 poison damage, and you're poisoned until
Gee
the end of
golly
your
whiz.
next turn. And there's a cloud of poisonous gas lingering in the air.
See, this is why I don't follow the rule, just breathe.
I'm just going back at the back. I was like,
Shaza, how hurt are you by this? Are you incredibly hurt?
I am less than half HP. Yeah, that's taken a bit out of me.
Okay. If you
thought-
come back to me, I'm gonna hand you a healing potion.
Thank you.
'Cause I don't want the magic user down.
What does it do? What does it give me?
Is it 1d4 plus 2? Hold on. Inventory, come here.
Oh,
Is that a regular healing potion? It's 1d8 plus 2, I think. Like a
Potion of healing. Oh, 2d4 plus 2. Oh,
2d4 plus
That's-
2.
oh.
There you go.
yeah, because I spent a lot of money on it.
I'll pay you back.
Yeah, that gold, all that gold we
yeah.
got, I spent a lot of money on it.
I've got you. I'd say stand behind me in a fight, but that's probably not going to do you much good. So stand behind Davu in a fight. 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, he'll swing wildly and keep them away.
Decent roll, mate. You can take 9
There we go.
back.
Okay. Did the little cloud, did it settle down?
It will, if you wait enough time.
We might have an idea to fix this,
Thimble rod.
but I'm
do
gonna
your
need
magic.
10 minutes.
Anybody have a light spell?
I have my dancing lights up right now. I just haven't shoved it into the corridor fully.
I was going to say, if anybody can center it on the head of his glaive, Davo would go hold his breath and just go through, and maybe it'll disrupt it if he runs through.
Thing on the ground. I don't think we need to do that.
So, it's easier than that.
He's Atneute Outbreak.
It's easier than that. I'm going to make it easier than that for you. The cloud disperses after 10 minutes, and that's it'll only have the one attack. You can now safely go through and touch the mushrooms. It's not going to do it again for, let's say,
Okay.
24 hours. It takes another 24 hours for that to regenerate. So if you just wait 10 minutes, you're going to be okay to go through.
While we're waiting 10 minutes, Fibblrot is going to use his Stinker ability to create a music box.
Okay.
And he's got a tiny clockwork music box which he needs to widen up. And when they're done, he's like,
Wait one moment.
and he puts the music box here
Mm-hmm.
and he activates it.
So you've got it. So you're leaving it playing.
Yeah, I'm leaving it playing,
Okay.
hoping that it attracts something.
Or
Hoping
nothing.
that it attracts something, right? Okay.
Oh, if that's the case, then I'm gonna get rid of these guys.
Doesn't nothing comes.
I put it back in my pocket.
Okay. You switch it
Well,
off and
that
put it
was
back in your
disappointing.
pocket.
Yeah, switch it off. It actually no, it keeps playing. It's
You played it in your pocket.
it's just a glorious tune basically.
Okay.
Roll up with your own soundtrack.
I love it. Got his own entry music.
Got his own entrance music. I love it.
That's it. Boss music, entrance music.
So what would you like to do? The cloud of mushroom spores has dispersed, and you're now safe to travel through the mushroom passage.
Like I said, he's not very bright, so he's just going to go moving on ahead.
We go.
You
Okay.
want to light? You want to light? Okay, bye.
The tunnel curves into another open cavern approximately 20 feet long by 30 feet wide. The cavern is completely dark again, except for any light sources brought by you. The cavern is no less malodorous than the rest, so it still stinks of rotten flesh. There's a large wooden door set in a niche on the far side of the cavern. Within the cavern, two creatures that were once ogres sit against the far wall, gnawing on bones ripped from a still flailing skeleton at their feet. As you enter, they lurch to their feet, spittle and saliva dripping from their rotting teeth as they throw the bones aside and advance towards you. Now I've got actual artwork for them.
You're going to say roll initiative.
Yeah, you may roll initiative. But let me show you
Challenge.
an artwork for them first.
Go, go, go.
You see that? I don't think I clicked the show to players, did I? There we go. See that?
Oh,
that's
lovely.
cool.
Yep.
All the art comes in the module. The module's only $5 on Roll20 viewers. It's really good. It's
Nice.
all pre-prepped in Roll20. So that's the zombie ogres. You may now all roll initiative. I'm going to pull their tokens onto the map.
There we go.
19.
I'm pretty sure I have myself selected this time. It didn't go again.
It's okay, because I can add you manually.
Okay.
What did you roll?
14 total.
Okay. Shazza rolled a 19.
Choo 21.
Ashlyn rolled a 1.
Get him!
It's okay. She's our heavy hitter. She should go last.
Okay. And I'm going to roll for the ogre zombies. Bear with me a moment.
Skeleton seems to have appeared from.
And for
I have a minus
the
2 to
one-armed
their
skeleton.
Were they eating him?
They're
He
eating
should-
him, and
he
he's
should
still
work
he's
with
still
us.
he's still kicking and flailing. They're eating him
Is that what
alive.
it is?
He's not
How
alive
about
because
you
he's
focus,
undead.
skeleton? You focus, skeleton.
He's not alive. He's undead. But they've got hold of him, eating him, pulling bits off him, and eating his
Ripping
flesh,
into pieces.
and he's flailing about. Yeah.
Smack him in the face.
They're just using him as a toothpick.
I'm gonna rename him Steven.
Okay, so
Listen, Steven.
you have your initiative. You have your enemies. I think that would be the perfect time for us to take our halftime break.
Yes, indeed.
Great.
Yeah. Cool. Let's do it. And we're back for part 2 of Two Heads Are Better Than One. And we have encountered ogre zombies. Initiative is rolled. Everyone is ready. We have Choo Choo first. Birdie, what's it going to be?
Alright, I have 2 people in this guy's area. I'm gonna dash around. I'm gonna stab.
Okay, and you brought your dancing
Stabby
lights
stab.
through with you, didn't you?
I have, yep, I was,
So
I
that's
keep
what that's
recasting
what the yellow
them.
things are. Cool.
I'm gonna stabby, and my enemies are nearby, which means I roll with advantage. So that's 1.
That is a hit. They
Is it
have-
a hit?
These guys have got a really low armor class. That is very much a hit.
Mhm.
So, gonna do my damage, and then I get my sneak attack.
Ooh, wow.
Nice.
So it's 9 plus
can't-
4 because that's automatically rolled the sneak attack, isn't it?
It does.
So
I
it's the
forgot
9
it does
plus
that.
4. It's 13. Okay. That, judging by the size and scale of this thing, that doesn't feel like he did very much.
It's okay. Bonus action. Disengage, and I'm gonna take 1 square back.
Okie dokie. Shazza.
Okay, so I'm gonna move.
It's an attack of opportunity if you do it.
Oh, because I'm in this. Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah,
hang on.
you're
Okay,
already,
okay.
you're already touching with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. In this case, no one's getting any surprise attacks, but I'll be kind and I'll say, because it hasn't moved yet, it's still in the process of turning from this skeleton to turn to you, and I won't give it an attack of opportunity on this first round. I will
It's
let
fine
make
if
that
you
move.
do. It's
No,
fine.
No, I'm going to say in this case, on this first round only, before they move only, I'm going to let you move without a
So they've not
opportunity.
not noticed us, but they've noticed us, but they're still.
They've noticed you,
like,
but
chomping
they're still
away
half
and-
deciding if they're
Yeah.
going to give up this meal for that one. So yeah.
And I just ran in and stabbed this little guy in the ankle, so he's probably looking at the direction I
looking at
just
you.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move there and then to there.
Okay.
Then we're going to cast. Where are we? Burning Hands.
Okay.
And we're going to cast Burning
That's a
Hands.
cone, isn't it?
It is a cone, which I'm going to show you right now.
You should be able to hit the two of them easy enough. Yep.
Woo!
Yep.
Like that.
Awesome.
That'll do it.
If it hits them, that is.
I need to
Which
make
I think
a
it does
save.
anyway, doesn't it? 'Cause
It hits them anyway, and I make a save
Yeah.
to take half damage, I think.
So that's 4d6, which hasn't come through yet because I'm at 1 sec.
What kind of save is it I need to make?
It is a.
Oh, that's good.
A thin sheet of blade sheet for fire damage on a fail.
So dexterity
Each creature
save.
a dexterity save.
No. No.
What's the difficulty? First one's made a 17. Second one's made a 2.
12.
It's. Where does it say fire? Where does it tell me the difficulty?
So if you look on Roll20, it actually will have it at the top. So DC
12. So the first one makes it. So he takes half of 17, which is 9 if I round up and be generous.
Yeah.
And the other one takes 17. Okay. So the one that had already been hit is the one that didn't dodge and took more damage. So he's took 2 harder hits, and this one's took 1 smaller hit. Anything else from Shaza?
No, because if I move, there's now an attack of
It
opportunity.
would be now, yeah. Now that you've engaged them both. Yeah, definitely.
Why not? I'll just stay where I stand my ground.
The one-armed skeleton, I've got particular rules for. How does it act? The one-armed skeleton attacks the closest combatant every turn. Since it's missing its sword and an arm, its attacks don't deal damage, but if it hits a creature, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll or ability check. Now, the one-armed skeleton has the Ogre Zombie and Shaza in its range, but the Ogre Zombie is twice the size of Shaza, so I'm going to roll a d6. 1 to 4 will be the Ogre Zombie, 5 and 6 will be Shaza. So it's going to attack the Ogre Zombie. Oh, 6 doesn't hit it. Okay. So it's
But it doesn't hit us at least.
doesn't hit you.
Yeah,
Davu.
which is good.
All right. We are going to go ahead and actually, we're going to whack this one over here.
Okay.
And let's see here.
You can reach them
Yeah,
both
claim.
from there with your polearm anyway. You don't have to move, do you?
Yes, indeed.
Nice.
So here we go.
Love polearms. That's a 1.
Oh. That's
Oh, what?
three.
Oh my god!
3 tonight.
Oh. Poor
Clear out your
Dabu.
dice. Clear out your dice. Dabu, roll a D100 6
Send him
times.
to jail.
Clear out your dice.
Okay,
Oh
anybody,
my gosh.
anybody else want to give this guy an inspiration?
I got an inspiration. I'm going to play a halfling next time.
Halflings re-roll the ones, yeah. I've got a halfling in my 5e game. It's brilliant. Best racial feature.
Join the short heroes.
Best racial feature. Okay.
Wow.
Anything else from you apart from that?
Oh my goodness.
Yep, he's going to
terrible
rage.
miss? You're gonna rage.
Yep.
I think 3 fucking critical misses would make you want to rage, mate. Yeah.
He's a wee bit mad about that.
Yeah, you would be. Okay, so he goes into rage. Excellent.
Love it.
Bibblrod. The gyrotonk.
Ready. So Fibblrot's once again going to use Thunder, but this time he's going to use his Thunder Pulse, which is an ability being an artificer. And that's 22, so I hit, and then I do
Ooh,
10
yeah.
damage
On which one? This
on
one?
the one closest to me.
Okay.
So electricity just starts erupting from my suit, shooting at the guy.
Nice. Anything else?
How is he looking, by the way?
He is looking. So my mate Martin does. Bloodied for half hit points, because I don't like to tell you a number. Bloodied for half hit
No.
points.
That's why I'm asking how
and
he
death
looked.
step
not-
for 10%. He's almost bloodied.
All right. That's my turn.
Okay. Now it is the ogre zombie's turns. Now, the ogre zombie, this one is going to attack the person that hit him last, which was you. $16 doesn't hit. And the next one, he's got Shaza and the one-armed skeleton. So I'm going to roll a d6. 1 to 3 will be the one-armed skeleton. 4 to 6 will be Shaza. He's going to attack Shaza.
No.
22 hits you
It does.
for 2d8 plus 4. Wow.
Jeez.
Oh!
Jeez.
Oliver!
Take
Oh,
20
boy.
damage.
20 damage.
20.
Oh, good.
I rolled max damage.
What did I have?
Yes, we
20?
saw, sir.
You've got 21. You're down to 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's a good
Lucky
thing you
dog.
took that health potion. You better
Ooh.
lay on the ground and pretend like you're dead.
That was a painful one. Max damage, 20 damage. But you'll be pleased to know that is the turn of the ogre zombies over. You survived. And it's Ashlyn.
All right. Am I able to like put my shield away and try to hit that guy in front of me with
With a
a
two-handed.
two-handed attack?
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
same to hit chance, it just gives you more damage, a higher damage dice. So you're trading off 1 plus 1 armor class for more damage, potentially.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Cool. Don't know why it's rolling that. Just roll 1d20 and we'll do +1.
Sorry.
It's okay. No need to apologise. D20 +1 and you need 8 or higher. Oh, you've rolled 7. Unlucky.
Oh,
Unlucky. Anything else from you? Or would you like to use your inspiration and re-roll that?
yeah, I'll use my inspiration.
Can't believe you rolled a 7 when you needed an 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll that again. At least your luck's no as bad as Troy's.
Right?
Oh, man.
There.
I was about to say.
That's a hit. You may now roll the higher damage dice, the two-handed damage dice.
Okay, that's the 1d8, right?
8 plus 1, yeah. Oh, unlucky. 2 damage.
Yeah, two.
2 damage isn't more than 0 damage, though. It is now officially bloodied.
Okay.
Have you got anything else?
Mm, no, I think I'm good there.
Okay, choo choo. Birdie.
Yep.
Birdie
I'm
playing the
gonna-
birdie.
You know what? I have allies next to it. I don't need to get near it. I'm gonna use my free action. And I'm gonna switch from my blade to my crossbow.
Okay.
Come here, little dude. And I'm aiming for the one that is closest to Ashley. Boop. There's a delay.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
use this.
Quick warning to the guys that have never played with me before. I don't fudge any dice rolls, and if you die, you die. If he dies, he dies.
He dies, he dies.
Personally, don't
Or
mind.
you
the
guys think I'm
VTPP.
staying away.
Yeah. I'm not one
It's
of
the
these
reason I'm
soft
staying
DMs.
away.
I'm not one of these soft DMs that will avoid you dying. If you die, you die. Okay,
alright.
that's a hit. 23. You may roll your damage for that. Is that 5 piercing plus 5 sneak attack, is it?
Mhm.
10 damage.
It's a 10.
This fella here.
Yep.
Okay. Chipping away.
I'm gonna stay where I am because let me quick measurement. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm just gonna use my bonus action to hide.
Shit, okay. So we roll stealth. And
Nope, that's sleight of hand. That's sleight of hand. Hold on.
And it's Shaz's turn.
It is Shaz's turn. Right. Shazza is going to do the same. I haven't got anything else that'll heal me, so I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory, and we're going to use Burning Hands again.
Okay.
In the same cone. That way. So we're going to attack.
Okay.
L80 and an L80 there.
Both failed their saving throw. So they're both taking the 15 damage.
Come on.
This one's looking pretty hard now.
Pretty hurt, but not dead.
No dead. Anything else, Shazza?
I don't think I've got anything out of it.
With your 1 hit point.
Doesn't try to hide. Shazza.
What can I do is, what have I got left? It's a bonus action, that's it, isn't it?
Or movement. But you're going to take
Bonus
Movement, but I'm going to get,
2 attacks of opportunity if you move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can heal you. I'm gonna heal you.
I was gonna say, use your free action. Tell the group that you need heals.
Yeah.
Talking is a free
Anybody?
action. Okay. So the one-armed skeleton's going to make the same dice roll. 1, 2, 3, 4 will be the ogre. 5 or 6 will be Shazza.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
It doesn't do damage if it hits you, but you will have disadvantage on your next attack.
Doesn't hit me though.
Doesn't hit you. Okay.
She just
Davin's
rolls over as she's on the floor, bleeding to death.
Davin's turn.
Yep. So we're raging over here, and we're gonna smack this guy as hard as we possibly can.
So rage, I think it's +2 attack to and +2 damage, isn't it? And then you get you reduce damage as well.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So let's bring our blade out. Here we go.
Go for the top one or the bottom one?
Top one.
Yeah, the 25 will certainly hit him for 8 slashing damage. Is that? Do I need to then? You then add in 2 for the raging, aren't you? So it's 10.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Yes, Davu.
So that will probably be it for him. I don't think he gets multiple attacks.
No, not to level 5. Bibblrod.
Right, so Fibblrod notices his ally close to death,
Death's doorstep.
And-
Very much death's doorstep.
and he adjusts something to his armor, and he immediately tries to grasp Shaga. It's Shaza, and
Shaga.
he's casting through his armor, Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
2d8 plus 4.
Nice. Who's rolling that?
Who rolls that? Is that me or you?
There you go. 17.
Nice.
You may have 17 hit points back. You're back up to 80. Good job, because it's the ogre.
You are not falling today, thanks to the glory that is Fibblrod Gyrotongue.
Nice. Do you have anything else, David?
I'm thinking. Hold on.
Need to put more
I
thought
still
into
can
my
use my
characters.
bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Shaza.
That gives her what? Like disadvantage on
Yeah.
attacks against her or
Gives her-
something like that.
It protects her from
Um,
everything, doesn't it? Sanctuary.
Any creature who targets the warded creature or an attack roll must succeed a wisdom saving throw. The only thing is that I haven't got any spell slots left, and there's gonna be more baddies out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're probably.
Save it, man. Absolutely,
Yeah.
save it. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Anything else?
That's
then, or is-
Fibblerod's turn.
Okay, it's the ogre zombies first. So the top one, we're going to do the same roll again. 1, 2, 3, it's the skeleton. 4, 5, 6, it's Shaza.
Oh, come on.
Oh. Can't say I'm not being fair. I'm rolling a dice.
I get
for
it. I get it.
You're being
I get it. It's the roll of the die.
Yeah, it's a roll of dice. Okay, good luck. Oh, 7 doesn't hit you.
Awesome.
Okay, and the next one. So it's going to be 1, 2 Shaza, 3, 4 Fibblrod, 5, 6 Ashlyn. 1, 2 Shaza.
This is a fit.
Oh, no.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
19 does hit you.
Oh,
And it was 2d8 plus 4.
Oh, sorry.
Can't be as
Shaza.
bad as last time. No, it's not. 9 damage this time, Shaza. 9. But that is the ogre zombies. You have survived for one more round. Ashlyn's turn.
Okay. I'm reading a spell. I'm just gonna hit it with my staff again. I'm not sure that one would work on it.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah.
This one's
Two-handed.
looking
I'm gonna
pretty hard
two-handed hit
now.
it with this stuff.
Isn't it?
Never mind, I gotta do it the other
Yeah,
way.
just roll 1d20. So you need a 7 or more because it's armor class 8. And you got plus 1. That's an 8, that's a 9, that's a hit. You can roll the damage. And you're
Nice.
two-handed, so it's the 1d8 plus 1. Four points. Now he's looking pretty hurt. He's still there though.
And didn't I give her the better weapon? The +1 weapon?
Yes. I
I
think
thought I
we
got
can-
one armor.
It's 2 plus 1 armor.
Oh,
I
yeah,
took plus
yeah,
1
true,
armor. Oh, we
true.
all took plus 1
They
armor.
both
Okay.
took plus 1 armor. Okay, anything else from Ashlyn?
I'm going to move this way.
Okay, that's not an attack of opportunity because you're still touching bases at the corner. Okay.
Okay.
Choo-choo.
I'll just stay there though.
No, you don't. I'm saying it's.
Sheltering behind
I'm
me,
saying-
smart.
I said it's
You
not.
say
It's not an attack of opportunity. You can move there safely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
that's safe because you're still touching its base. Your base is still touching its base. It's when you move away. If you'd moved one more, that would be an attack of opportunity, but there is not. Okay, choo-choo.
All right. Well, it's still being engaged by my allies, so.
Mhm. You still get the sneak attack.
Yep, yep, yep.
Wow.
That'll hit it.
Awesome.
Birdie saved the day.
Oh, come on. What is that? 5 plus 5 is 10.
It's 10.
It's still there. But it's very
I'm
much
hiding again.
on death's doorstep. It's barely able to stand up now. And you're hiding again, okay.
Now I'm gonna hide
So you roll
again.
stealth again.
You've done the work.
Make sure I don't
It's
have.
on death's doorstep now.
Ah, yeah. I don't have any bonus actions. I can do any damage. All right. Oh, so
Okay.
good stealth.
Choo-choo. No, Shaza.
Yep. Shazza hasn't got any spell slots left. We're only relying on cantrips now, so we're going to Eldritch Blast has the same hit. If you've got
Free
the
action. I'm
Fireball.
gonna yell at you to aim for this guy. Free action. Aim
yeah.
for this guy.
I'm just gonna smash that guy with an Eldritch Blast
Okay.
if I can. Oh, let's go. That hits him.
That hits him. You only need
Awesome.
half decent damage to do the job
Nice.
here.
1d10 plus 2. Come
Oh,
on.
you've got a good chance of doing this. You've got an 80% chance of doing it. There you go. That's more than
Hey!
enough. He drops
Great.
to the floor, deanimated, dead. I'll just remove him. You send him back to the unlife. Back to death.
I haven't got any bonus actions that will have any effect, really. So, oh no. It doesn't matter. I'll stay there because if I move there, the skeleton will attack me.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just stay there. So.
Okay. It is now the skeleton. So same roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. The ogre. 5, 6. It's Shazza.
Yes.
Oh, for a change, it's not Shazza. Right. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, because it's twice the size here. So there's a 2 and 3.
Seems like your luck's turning.
I've got you.
Maybe your luck is turning, mate.
No one acknowledges that loud.
It's rolled a 6. That does nothing. Okay. It's now Davu.
Useless skeleton.
Alrighty. We're gonna smack this guy again. We're gonna go with a reckless attack.
Okay.
That will give him advantage.
Gives you advantage on the attack.
Yep.
Yeah, sweet.
And he can do an additional 2d6.
One last.
So he better hope it kills him because it also gives the ogre advantage.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. I have no idea how to pick advantage, so
I think
You can just roll again.
you just roll it again. I think double clicking it does it. But you've hit him. You're rolling for the chance of a crit now.
oh, exactly. There we go.
Okay. And 13 slashing damage. But that you should get what is it? An extra 2d6.
Extra 2d6. Yep.
Wow.
So
Okay, roll
rage.
that.
Okay. The heck?
3, so 16.
All right.
Okay. He's still there.
Great.
He's bloodied now. More than
Okay.
bloodied. Pebble rod. Unless you have anything
I'm
else
gonna
to add,
move
sorry.
over here. And I'm thinking, should I do a shock and grasp cantrip, which is lower damage, but if he fails, he can't take opportunity attacks until the start of its next turn. But
That-
wait,
that might
that's
be-
after me.
That might be quite handy to stopping him taking opportunity attacks. You guys can move around him
Yeah.
a bit better.
Yeah, but the start of its next turn, it's going after me.
Ah, okay.
Oh, no.
So it's not
yeah.
going to make a difference then, because it's...
Okay, so I'm just going for Thunder Pulse in that case.
Okay. And this is an attack, isn't it? A spell attack.
Yeah. Oh my
For
god,
6 thunder
24
damage.
and only 6 damage. Can I use my inspiration
To
to
reroll the
reroll one
damage?
of my... Yeah,
Yes.
to reroll the
You
damage.
can reroll, as far as I know, you can reroll any roll with inspiration.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that.
Including fumbles. Oh
That's
yeah, you
better.
doubled it. Man, good call.
That's
You
better.
Nice
doubled it.
action.
Yeah,
Nice.
good call. He's looking pretty worse for wear now, guys. He's looking on the way to being done. But
Never underestimate gnomes.
he is next though.
He's next. Yeah, you might want to be quiet.
Now you did hit him last, but he is still unintelligent. So I'm gonna do it as a roll. 1, 2, it's a skeleton. 3, 4, it's Shazza, and 5, 6, it's the gnome. Shazza, you're cursed, mate. You're fucking cursed,
If
bro.
I survive this, I've got a plan.
If you survive this, I'm impressed. 16 hits,
I'm not
yeah.
surviving it. 16 does hit me, yep.
You might not be surviving it, mate. 15 damage. You are down, aren't you?
I am down.
But not dead. You are in the death saving throws.
So, but I also have...
You're an orc.
Yes,
There's a thing.
so
There's a racial
let me
ability.
find it. When... Oh, hang on.
There's an orc
Where is it?
racial
Where is
ability
it? Where
for
is it?
this.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah, I believe you
you're not out
return
yet.
with 1 HP,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find which one it is.
Actually, I think the ogre zombie has a chance of doing that as well. Constitution saving throw 5 plus the damage taken. How much damage did that one take when it died? Ah, it's too late to work it out. We'll just do it for the other one.
Alright.
I think it took 10.
And then roll a dice and see what it gets on.
Species traits.
It took a 10, I
Nah,
believe.
it rolled low, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Relentless endurance.
That's
When
the one.
reduced to when reduced to 0, you can drop to 1 HP instead. So I'm still at 1.
You're still up. Because you're an orc.
Awesome.
You fucking needed tough shit. Alright. And it's Ashlyn's turn.
And I've got a plan after this.
You got a plan, you and your 1 hit point.
plan.
Back to 1 hit point for the second
Do you
time
remember what
in the game.
happened when I
Dave.
had the catapult and the axe? I've got a plan. I've got a plan.
Take him out, Ashlyn.
Ashlyn, what have you got for us?
Ended suffering. Ended suffering.
Please.
I can't really do anything without hitting somebody.
You could move to there and attack with your quarterstaff. You could also move to there and attack with your quarterstaff.
I'll go
Yeah,
to the
it's-
other side so I don't
To that
die
one,
from the
okay.
You know, by the skeleton, yeah.
Yep, okay.
skeleton.
Oh yeah, right enough. It's away from the skeleton. Okay.
Yeah, and then I roll the d20 first and then the
Yeah.
d8 for the
Yeah.
3.
Just roll a d20, and if you get 7 or higher, you've hit him. That's hit him. So it's d8 plus 1 damage. Boom. 8 damage.
Oh, nice.
Decent.
Nice action.
Okay, he's still there.
Alright, and then let's see what this does. I'm gonna end my turn there.
Choo-choo.
None of my bonus actions will work right now.
A Christmas tree behind you, Davu?
I believe
This
it
thing's
is.
engaged with everybody.
I believe it is.
I shoot it
Yeah,
from
it
back
is.
here.
Come on, Choo Choo, you've got this.
That hits
You
it.
got this.
Very much hits it.
You've got this.
Surrounded by all of my friends. 17,
Ooh,
please.
nice.
17! Oh, wow! Okay, so I would like you
Please.
to narrate what that looks like when you take him out of the game.
I am fully crouched. The shadows of my lights, and I just see these guys willing on him, and I just I'm aiming for his eye, and it goes straight into his brain.
Love it.
Excellent. The zombie drops to a pile of meat and bones and is once more dead. Okay,
Refresh my lights. Refresh.
refreshing your lights. Okay. Oh, the skeleton's still
Okay.
alive. We're not out. You're not out
Yeah.
of the. You're not out of the fight
Exactly,
yet. Yeah. Shazza's
Dabu,
turn.
go stomp on him. Dabu, stomp on him.
Shazza, it's your turn.
Jazza, right.
It's gonna kill us, right?
I just want to make. I just want to
Imagine.
say to everyone: always read your character sheets because there's some interesting stuff there of the
Yeah.
features and traits. Because I can cast mage armor without expending a spell
Ooh.
slot.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to do with 1 HP.
Okay.
And that gives me
+2 AC, right?
touch myself targets. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier. So
Okay.
my armor class is now 13 plus 1, so 14.
So you can change it on your token. See the blue? Don't know why it's 8. It should say 14.
So what did I say? It is
14.
13 plus 14.
Okay.
And then she's going to cast. Which one did I choose? Does poison work on skeletons? Poison spray.
Give me an Arcana check.
You spray a toxic mist at a creature. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Arcana check. 9.
You've got no idea.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay, we'll go with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Just to stay safe.
Okay.
Come on.
Above table, yes, skeletons are absolutely immune to poison.
Yeah.
An 11 is not enough to hit it.
That was a 1 on my end.
Was that?
Oh,
You got a
no,
plus
it's
10 on that.
an 11.
Oh no, it's because you rolled a 9, 11. Yeah. Nah,
9,
It's
11.
not enough, mate. It's not enough.
I know.
So the skeleton now only has one target.
We know who that is.
Okay.
it can't
11
hurt.
doesn't hit you, does it?
Nope.
Davu, your turn.
Oh. We're just playing with the poor thing and kill it. Well, it's already dead. Never mind.
Oh, no, that's not enough to do it. 9 will not hit it. Pebble Rod, would you like to try?
I'm not going to try. I'm going to succeed.
Thimble
And
Rod,
Fibblrod
that's the
marches
spirit.
forwards. Looks like this is no man's job.
And he's going for a Thunder Pulse again.
Okay.
Go on, brother. Put him away.
10 is not
Oh,
enough.
no. Oh no.
10 is not enough. Ashlyn, would you like to try and finish off this skeleton?
Winnipigs, remove that footage.
Am I able to move right there?
Yes. Yeah, you can move through an ally
Okay.
space.
I'm going to use.
Can I give you a clue? Can I give you a GM's clue? They are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, which is your weapon. Quarterstaffs are the best kind of weapon to use against skeletons.
So the quarterstaff, not the staff.
So it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay. Then I'll just do my two-handed staff again.
Cool. And its armor class is 13. So you need to roll a 12 or better so you hit it.
There we go.
Awesome.
So you may roll 1d8 plus 1 damage. Slash R
wrong way.
rather than R slash, yeah.
Sorry. There it goes.
And that's enough.
There we go. Yay.
Survive.
Congratulations.
Woo.
I
Congratulations.
survived.
You have survived the overall. So, there is now a pile of bones and a couple of big piles of stinking ogre zombie flesh in this room. And there's a door. Yeah.
Is there a doorknob?
I clicked it
The
open,
door, the heavy wooden door,
Yes.
has been secured to the stone wall with sturdy iron hinges to keep the ogre zombies from accessing the rest of the cave. It's locked with a simple deadbolt, which can be opened with a successful DC 11 dexterity check using thieves' tools. I assume you've got them as a rogue?
I do.
Okay, so it's just a DC 11 dexterity check then.
Can we do a short rest?
You can do a short rest. That room is locked.
Ah, poop.
If you want to all take a short
I
rest,
can
you
try
can.
to do it.
I'm going to try it as well.
Yep.
Before
He's
you
a size
do,
bigger when it comes to that kind of thing.
before you do, David's suggesting a short rest, and I think it's a great idea. Do you think?
I think it is.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, please.
That
I
door
agree.
is locked, so be a good place to have a short rest. So you can all hit the short rest buttons on your character sheet and beyond and get the benefits of a short rest.
Which is
Yay.
remind me where
That's
that
nothing
is.
for me.
Where do we find it? Ah, short rest.
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
yeah,
top.
It's up at the top.
Top somewhere.
Dave, I'd recommend you burn all of your hit die.
Yeah, just use them all, Dave.
Do what?
Use all your
You
hit
can-
die to recover hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, my ones are consistent.
10.
Just roll a 1. And the hit dice. Oh dear.
No, 10.
Ah, you've rolled a 10.
No,
Davu's rolled another
rolled
one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Another one. Another one.
For some reason, it didn't roll on the.
Yeah, I only saw Davu's, but
Do you get
that's
4 per long rest? Per short
If
rest?
you're level 4, you get 4, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So you can roll more hit
Yeah,
dice.
so
You can roll
that's
up to another
1.
3.
That was 8.
But then they don't
Just roll 10
replenish until a
again.
long rest.
Very nice, Dave.
21.
Just went from 1 to 21 in 2 rolls.
I know. Well, I'll just keep going.
You've got 2 more rolls to get 10 more. There's 8.
Yeah.
Alright. I would hold on to the last one just in case.
The way it's gone so far.
Second one.
Might want to hang on.
Does
to
it
one,
matter?
just
It's
in case.
Christmas.
It is Christmas, to be fair.
I want full HP. I'm not
Stop
messing
that.
around, me.
Okay, you can all take the benefits of a short rest, and I believe Davu was going to be next to attempt to pick the lock.
There we go.
He's going to pick the lock the old-fashioned way.
Sorry.
Okay, so it's armor class 15 and has 18 hit points. If you're going to do the old universal lock, the
Ah!
old universal
Get out of the
key.
way!
So he's
The old two-handed
Powerful
skeleton
build.
key.
For those of you who aren't familiar with D&D, doors are the worst enemy to a party.
Absolutely.
right. Now, can you use athletics to try to bash it down?
Well, I mean, the module has given me an armor class and a number of hit points, so I think you can break it down with attacks.
Alrighty.
Smash it.
Ooh.
Now, the way his attacks have been going.
Well, you might be there a while, aye.
You want me to use a cantrip, which I can use?
Is that a cantrip that
Yeah,
opens
let's
doors?
swing at it. It can't have very high armor class.
Smash some fire at it or something.
Yeah, it's a door.
It's a deadbolt.
Oh, I have a crowbar.
Reinforced one.
What's happening?
That's 4.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
That
I'm-
is
Step
4.
away from
And
the
then
dice,
2
Troy.
ones
Step
on the
away from the
damage
dice
dice.
before you hurt somebody. 2 ones on the damage dice. Yeah, you just rolled 3 dice and 3 ones. Right, what's your cantrip that can do it, Dave?
I was thinking firebolt just to open it up,
Okay,
or an eldritch blast.
okay, go for it.
So we don't need to do a hit on
Yeah,
this
you
one.
still
do we?
need to hit
It's
it. It's got an
Oh,
armor
okay,
class
okay.
15.
An armor class of 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking twice now. I'll
God, you
try
could
it.
always try it
Try it.
again.
Try it. Oh, there we go. That 20.
Nat 20, okay,
Oh,
so
that's
24.
roll
Now you're rolling 20s.
roll
Where are the
damage.
monsters now?
Roll damage.
You just need a stationary object, that's all.
Roll damage and it'll be doubled. 20 damage. Well, it had 18 hit points, so you blast your way through it.
Hey, give me something that's not moving, not dead.
Hang on.
It's made of wood.
Opened.
It's got no chance.
Can you now move through it? You should be able to move through it now. Yeah. Okay. So this next room, the chamber. This chamber set up as a makeshift laboratory. Wooden crates support a long bench laden with jars containing fleshy blobs and bilious liquids. A rickety table in the corners covered with papers, and in the far corner, a sheet stained with dried blood is draped over a large, low table. Like the rest of the cave, this room is devoid of light. There is an unlit candle on the small table, several unlit oil lamps on the benches. The astringent smell of chemicals mostly covers the familiar odours of rot and old blood. The ceiling is still stained with soot, and the floor around the large table is suspiciously stained. Another door leads to Area 5. This one.
I wish to investigate those papers.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
make me a make me a DC 13 Intelligence Arcana check.
Can I just investigate the room for things that I can sell?
Before you do, can you read Elvish? Quibble Road.
Nope. I know common sign language and Gnomish.
They're all written in Elvish.
Okay.
I can read Elvish.
I can also read Elvish.
You are an elf.
This is true.
Yeah.
So either of you,
Ash should go.
there is an assortment of notes, so you can both at the same time make the roll if you want. It's a DC 13.
I have to cast. I have to cast a spell to do it.
So it's a DC 13 Intelligence Arcana check for Ashlyn then, because she can read Elven.
Yeah.
And if you want to assist, it would give her advantage on the roll.
Yep. You can assist if you can read Elvish.
So do I just click the thing next to Arcana?
Yes.
Mhm.
And that does it.
Hey.
So, you may learn a few pieces of information. The author calls himself Alburn the Ingenious, has hoped to develop new necromantic techniques through a combination of magic and experimental science. Alburn had successfully created ogre zombies without difficulty, and he wished to upgrade to a two-headed zombie, but couldn't find any Ettins in the area. The most recent notes detail plans and sketches for an ambitious innovation to create a homemade zombie Ettin. Among the stacks of papers is a spell scroll of Animate Dead and a spell scroll of Revivify.
Ooh.
There's also a bunch of dubious jars, unlabeled.
Okay. Is there anything sellable in here?
I mean, there's a bunch of alchemical ingredients and stuff that probably are sellable, yes. You wouldn't know the values
snatched
offhand, but... Okay. What would be the best check to identify if there's a bunch of potions and a bunch of bottles? What would be the best check to identify if one of them is useful?
Arcana.
Arcana
I'd say
again?
an Arcana.
Give me,
yeah.
give me
Arcana.
another Arcana then.
I'm also going to check the potions.
Okay. With a 13, you can decipher that one of them is in fact a potion of resistance to poison.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And I can show you it.
Okay.
Grab that.
So you got a spell scroll of Animate Dead, a spell scroll of Revivify, and a potion of resistance to poison.
Grab that as well.
There's also a key on the desk.
Take that key.
While exploring this room, you do hear the sounds of muffled banging, metal on stone from this room here, from beyond the door.
We try the key in the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the key.
It's not locked.
Oh, it's not locked?
Nope.
Ooh.
The key you would
Well,
actually
I'll
find
go
open.
in then.
The key opens that one.
I'll hang at the back, just because of how the look's gone.
Okay.
I will just walk through. He's like,
Okay.
I haven't
so
hit a dang thing anyway, so let's go.
as you enter this room, you will see something.
Something huge, probably.
A large, grotesque creature wielding a morning star in one meaty hand and a battle axe in the other is mindlessly smashing both weapons against the stone wall. As it turns towards the door, you can see it has two heads, one of which is attached to its shoulders with large, jagged stitches.
Arthur lied.
Oh, that thing's gotta go.
You may all roll initiative after I show you this. Oh no, that's the zombie Ettin one, isn't it? No, yeah, this is the one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
It's a two-headed one.
That's him.
He don't look happy,
No, he's definitely not happy.
and neither does his mate on his shoulder.
Well, that's going to be a whole fun thing that's going to develop just now, actually.
Oh, what do you know?
Oh yes, there's the killer one. Oh, 8.
Oh, he's rolled a 4, boys.
Awesome.
Oh,
God, guys, you
Get
gotta...
those free attacks, guys.
And Ashlyn got a 15. Okay.
One, two, three.
Right, and just before we start, bear with me 1 second. I've got a little bit of text I need to read here. Where's it went? There's a bit that I can't find. Ah, okay.
Just get in the
Yeah,
doorbell.
so the trace.
I'll be right
there's-
back.
Yeah, no problem. So there's traces of unstable necromantic magic suffusing the air, making the cavern uncomfortably cold. It's a little bit of information I wanted to read. But now, we go into an initiative order. Choo-choo, it's your turn.
Yeah, bonus action to move my lights into
Okay.
the space. My action to come over here and hide. Well, just to move back here. And then you're within range. Yes, you are. I shoot him.
Okay.
I'm not going to get sneak attack,
Okay.
but I still shoot him.
Okay.
I think you get sneak attack if he hasn't moved yet or attacked.
Oh, okay. So you do get your sneak attack
Well-
then.
If we have does this count as a surprise condition?
No, he's not moved yet. I think for some reason you get it. When you do shoot him, he's gonna go. So one of the heads, the one that's attached by stitches. So you can tell this is a giant.
I'm back.
This is a zombie giant with an extra head attached to it.
Dear
The
heavens.
extra head talks to you. The mouth doesn't move, but the voice resonates from the second head, and it goes, "Please, I can't do anything while I'm trapped in here, but if you finish this brute off and put me back in my body, please, hurry before he gets you too." And that's the noise that this thing makes. The second head makes as you shoot it. So you did, what did you do? 6 + 8, 14 damage? Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Very nice. Okay, Davu. Let's see if you can not
We
roll a 1.
are going to rage.
Oh, excellent.
That's a read.
And
Yeah, we don't need to read all that.
then he is going to do a reckless attack as he comes racing in.
Yep.
So he gets advantage on that. There we go.
Now, I know we were a little bit pressed for time, so anyone that is, don't worry, this is the end. This is the last encounter.
11.
11
Mhm.
damage. Okay.
Slashing, and then another 2d6.
Oh, because
And at this rate, you might get through this encounter fairly quick. Okay,
6.
another 6. All right, Davu, that's almost half his hit points, and we're still in the first round. Ashlyn, your turn.
How far into the room can I move?
What does it say on your movement rate? I think it's probably 30 feet for an elf.
Yeah, I think she has 30.
30.
You have
so
a good
6
amount of
squares.
space.
Yeah, 30.
You could get almost
'Cause
anywhere
you
within
can-
this room. Almost
Yeah.
anywhere.
Okay.
Can I delete that? Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my firebolt on the two-headed monster.
Kill the monster! Save me, please! This other head says without its mouth
There's a
speaking.
natural 20.
There's a natural 20. 7
Awesome.
plus crit 9 is 16
Mm,
fire
yes.
damage.
16, yeah.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Very nice, Ashlyn. It is now bloodied. Anything else
And then
from
I
you?
end my turn.
End your turn. Bibblrod.
Bibblrod charges forward. Let me at him!
Yes, I
And-
love this character. I love gnomes, actually.
Gnomes
Little
are
tiny
great.
guys with massive big egos. They're great.
Yeah, they're great.
Reminds me of someone.
And he's going for another Thunder Pulse.
Come on.
Because that's my best
Ashley-
deck if I'm
Ashlyn
not
and
gonna hurt
Davru
my
are
allies.
very well, and Chuchu have very much softened it up. Like it's well hurt.
Oh my gosh.
2 crits
Rolled a
in a
net
row.
20.
2 crits in a row, folks. Can
Yeah.
you believe it? That is
Oh.
12 plus 7
Wow.
damage.
19.
19 damage. Wow. Another one. Well, another one of them would fucking do him. That was impressive.
Do not worry, Fibblrod Gyrotunk will aid you, my friends.
Okay. Anything else from you?
That's pretty much his turn.
Shaza.
Aside from striking a pose.
Shazza is gonna just close in, and if she can get this kill, she's gonna be so.
Wait,
happy.
what are you using? What are you using to fight with there, Shaza? Do you have to close in?
Yeah.
She's on full hit points. She's had a long rest. Short rest.
I know,
She's
but
good.
when she casts it, it's like a cone, so I just want to make sure it's not going to hit Thimble Rod.
Even
which
if
we
you,
can-
even if you're standing there, you can always just aim the cone in another
there we go.
direction.
There
we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we
You,
go.
you could stand over here and clip it without
You could
being
even stand
Hold it
there
back
and
there.
hit it
5 feet.
without
I'll stay
being in
there.
its range of
There you go.
attack. Yeah.
There we go.
Then it
Oh,
has
okay.
to use to attack you.
Warlocks are squishy. You should never stand directly next to an enemy of your warlock
As we've
unless
seen,
you're
this
wielding
guy's
a
been down
blade.
to 1 hit point twice in this game.
Eh,
Unless you're a
Mr.
hexblade.
Viber, I'm a-
Yeah.
Squishy, you should be in the back. That's why I'm in the back.
Right.
Um,
What have you got for us, Dave?
I was going to try and be clever, but when you said that, is he bloodied? You said he's yeah, okay. We're gonna throw out burning hands.
Okay.
17.
That's
And I've
pretty
got
cool.
to make a save, right? Is it dexterity?
It is
He
a
has to have disadvantage on dexterity.
X12.
Yep.
Oh, hang on.
It is. It's you're right.
Yeah.
I've rolled a 7. 7 and a 19 with disadvantage, so it's a 7.
Yep,
So
it does not
how many is
say-
it? 17 damage. It's got
Yep.
two. It's got 2 hit points left. There was 2 left. You didn't quite do it. You didn't quite do it, and now it gets to take its turn. Now, I believe it has 2 attacks. I multi-attack. Zombie 8 makes 2 attacks. One with its battle axe and one with its morning star. So it's going to attack the dwarf, the gnome with its battle axe.
Do not call me a dwarf.
19 doesn't hit you, does it?
No, that doesn't hit
And he's
me.
going to go for the
Are you
Goliath with
serious?
the morning star.
What are you?
And he misses.
I'm an invincible
Okay,
machine.
you guys are fucking lucky. He's missed on both attacks. It's now Choo Choo's turn.
You chew.
I'm shooting him again. Surrounded
him.
by my allies.
Or not.
Inspiration dice.
8 does
I
not hit him.
shoot
So
again.
using your inspiration, okay. That will hit him.
There we go.
Sneak
He's
attack.
got 2 hit points. You've done it. Let's see
Yeah.
what the overkill looks like. The overkill's a
6.
lot. 15.
15.
15.
Okay, so just in its death throes, the second head, the stitched on head says, "Save me! Revivify!" And the thing drops dead.
Nope.
I think
It's start to leave. Nope.
that's going to be that Allburn fat fella.
So you have
You
a choice to make. You have 1 minute to save the Elven Mage Alburn, if you want to.
Nope.
We've done our job.
That's 1 vote for nope, 2 votes for
I'm
nope.
pushing.
Nah.
I'm pushing people.
Time
Nope,
to be the
I'm
hero.
I'm pushing
And-
people towards the door. No. No.
I'm gonna charge up my lightning gloves and I'm gonna try to defibrillate him.
I'm making alarm bell sounds in your ear.
Okay, so
I'm leaving.
you try to defibrillate him, and you try for a whole minute, and it fails, and you've missed your chance to use Revivify. But he was an evil guy anyway. I'm glad you didn't try and help him. I'm glad you didn't try and help him. So,
Would have hit you.
you will...
When
and
it means, be sure to edit it out.
I did actually have another map. I'll put you back on the tavern map. I think I forgot to put you on this at the start. So,
On what? We were on this.
No, we were on this.
you are?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yeah, yeah.
We're on the tavern, yeah.
You
Oopsie.
have defeated the evil necromancer Alburn. You have cleared out his cavern, and you've actually came out with a few items. So it wasn't without reward completely. But when you return to the inn, the people of the town will all rush round you and thank you profusely. The tavern owner, the inn owner, says that any time that you're coming through his town again, you will have free room and board and food and drink in his inn and tavern for life. But also, the people of the town have brought their best magical items, and they're going to give you one each. So you may all roll 1d10. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I
This-
just rolled.
This won't have massive
I'll go after this.
consequences
He
because
said we
there's,
get a thing, so I roll.
there's no sequel, so this won't have massive consequences. But Birdie, your character will get the Mug of Shared Spirits. When 2 or more creatures drink from this mug within an hour, they gain advantage on their next saving throw against fear.
Nice.
Shaz rolled a 3. You get the Boots of the Sure Step. While wearing these boots, the wearer has advantage on checks made to keep balance on slippery or uneven ground.
Nice.
Fibble Rod has rolled an 8. 8 is the Satchel of Careful Packing. Items placed inside this small bag never become tangled, crushed, or damaged by any other contents. Davu has rolled a 2. That's the ever full canteen. Once per day, the canteen refills itself with up to a day's worth of fresh, clean drinking water. And Ashlyn with the 8. Ashlyn, would you like to roll again, please? Because we've had 8.
Yeah.
One. You get
There we go.
the Cloak of Gentle Warmth. This cloak keeps the wearer comfortably warm and dry in cold or wet weather. Snow melts, rain beads off, and chills never linger.
Nice.
Nice.
So you all get a mildly powerful but very, very useful magic item each. And if we
Are
ever
these
do
items
decide...
homebrewed? Or are they in the official books?
No,
Because
this
I'm
is,
trying
this,
to look
this-
for them.
these are all homebrewed items.
Okay.
The reason I've just made up random things is because there will be no sequel. We're playing a one-shot today, and I've got no plans of running a second one. So I haven't actually
Yes.
written out the rules for any of those items. They just have cool names and cool effects.
Yet there might be a sequel at some point.
But you know what I'm like, David.
If we ever do, I'm naming my character Lucky.
Lucky.
I knew you said you're lucky.
Fantastic. Well, I'm gonna do a little outro then, guys, because we have one of our players is short for time. But that was it. That was two heads are better than one. Congratulations, you have completed the adventure. Thank you very much all for playing. Troy, thank you for joining us. It's been great to play with you again. Ambrose, welcome to the team.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining
Yes,
us.
indeed.
Welcome. Hopefully you'll come
That
and
was a
join
lot
us.
of fun.
Good. And
Thank
hopefully
you,
you'll come and
everybody.
join us for
Great
something else
playing with
very
you guys.
soon. Thank you, Troy. Dave, thanks for coming to play. Again, mate, you're playing about 5 days a
Pleasure.
week. You're playing about as many as me. I love it.
Love it. I love it. Love it.
Birdie, thank you very much. You were fantastic as always. And David, that was absolutely an inspirational performance by that gnome. I really loved it. Thank you very much. Thank you
Yeah.
all for playing.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Bye.
And to the
As
Happy
viewers,
holidays.
yeah, to the viewers, thank you all very much for watching. We love you. I'm RxOliver. These are my friends. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy holidays.
God bless. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.